Goliath Games presents Doggie Doo, the game that teaches you how to be a responsible pet owner. First, make sure all the contents of the game are present. You should have the dog in his leash, the dog food, a food bowl, a die, a dog bone, and 4 shovels. Next, each player chooses a shovel. The youngest player starts the game by measuring out the perfect amount of dog food by using the doggy's food bowl. The player then feeds the doggy the food they measured out and gives him his bone. Push the bone into doggy's mouth as far as it will go. You'll know it's all the way in when you can't see the red rings anymore. The bone stays in his mouth until he makes a mess and needs to be fed again. The player then rolls the die. If the player rolls a number, that indicates how many times the player squeezes doggy's leash. Be sure to squeeze the leash handle quickly and firmly. We suggest that younger players use 2 hands, as not squeezing firmly enough may cause the game to not work properly. If the player rolls a swap shovel symbol, then they have the option to swap their shovels with another player who has more doggy doos than they do. If the player rolls the X, then their turn is skipped. Once the player completes the action indicated by the die, their turn is over, and the next player to the left continues the game by rolling the die. When a dog makes a mess, the player who pumped the leash last gets to clean it up using their shovel and feeds Doggie Doo to start the next round. The first player to collect 3 Doggie Doos wins. Here are some helpful tips for playing. Occasionally, the red rubber rings on the bone can shift out of place. If they do, simply roll them back into place to ensure a tight seal when the bone is placed in the doggy's mouth. After playing, be sure to close the lid tightly on the dog food and keep it away from extreme heat and direct sunlight. If left uncovered or exposed to extreme heat or sunlight, the food may become sticky or dry out, causing it to get stuck in the dog. If you need to purchase new dog food, it is available at the following online retailers in the description box below. If the doggy gets constipated, there are several ways you can help him. First, check the leash to be sure it's tightly connected to the dog and the handle. Next, make sure that the bone is all the way in doggy's mouth. If this doesn't fix the situation, try feeding him another dog treat to help push things along. Still no luck? You can flush the dog food through doggy with warm water, use a long stick to push it out, or try blowing it out. We hope you enjoy your Doggie Doo game. If you have questions or are having trouble playing your game, please visit our website or give us a call. Thanks for watching.